Okay, so today we're gonna talk about the McKinney Vento art, and we are gonna talk about the details with two articles right here, and also with a reference is put down to here. Okay, so for the first article, the article's name is School-based practice with the children and young experience homeless. So the author is like Canfield James Park, and it's published at in New York Oxford University Press in 2015, and like the issue, the article address is the article discuss events of the McKinney Vino art and defends who is homeless and school-based practice. So it's just talking about like defense, like who is really the homeless? Like how can you say who is homeless? Is really like someone like homeless? I mean, just like the homeless, like they don't have home or they don't have place to live. Is homeless or not? And different points of view, how value discussed. So it's kind of like in the article they have a lot of examples, and one of the examples is talking about like if the children is in the house and without any guardians, is they are homeless or not? So this is a question. So it's on, and there's another like example is like there's a homeless like a kids. They go to school, but their parents never go see them. It's like they don't have parents, but they have parents, I mean in law. So is that homeless? So it's like a really tough question to answer, because if you want to answer that, like you have to know like if they are homeless, it mean like government have to use this law to help them. But if they are not homeless and they are out of the law, so it's a really important like issue to need to answer, and we need to discuss. Um, for the like large issue or policy, the article address is kind of like the article accepts to address the definition of the homeless. Is homeless really just the public thinks it is? Yeah. So the homeless is just like the public think they're homeless and they're homeless, or there's any like definition of it. We have to define it. And my personal like reaction is I think the article discuss the definition of the homeless in detail, and there's a lot the government do better for the like population. They give the different population of the sum of the whatever they need to help the government, out of the government. Yes, as I said, it's important to definition and to define like who is homeless and who is not, so which can like government can really help the people who they are need to help. And this is like the resource, the article I use. Okay, now let's go to the second one. Name is Working Toward and Homeless, and the articles, the writer is, I mean, basically the government, all the like professional people, like, and published at Washington, USGPO in 2009. And so the issue of the article is literally, I mean, it's all discussed like use, because there's many like governor or mayor or like people from Washington, like all these people, their thoughts about this law, about the McKinney Vento art, so federal law, which is. So their thoughts about this law is all kind of different, but I know they're professional and their job is to decide like this law work or not. So it's basically like all these people they are thinking about like how to put this in reality and how to really help the homeless people, poor people, and all the like the financial of the government, like how much money the government need to put in the society to help the homeless. So it's all about that. I just feel like, and there's like personal reaction of the article is kind of like uh, all these people. I mean, they're like the people from government, like they are thinking and discussing the way to make this law better, to make like poor people and homeless people better, and to think like how to balance the finance between the government and the society. You know, it's all kind of like that. And list any resources, resources right here. And in the NASW, like we got like service, social justice, all kind of this. And from the NASW, like yes, they are really good. Like no matter for the like inequality or service or social or like human relationship, it's all about to make people live better. No matter like what they think, like how to define the homeless or how to um, put like money on this problem, like this all makes the society and the social, the states better place. Mm. So there's a reference here. Oh, how do you think the government? Okay, so I got a question for you guys, which is how do you think the government should define homeless people? Because even like all these professional people, they already discuss what is homeless is, but I still think like we also need to think what is really homeless people. How do we define the homeless people? Okay, thank you guys. Yeah, that's all.